All right, my bad. I had the wrong cord hooked up. My bad, my bad, my bad. All right, Marvel fans, MCU fans, Armand's here for E equals MCU. Tonight we get a new episode of Daredevil. Sounds like it's going to be the return of Jessica Jones officially, which is about time because she's been in all the marketing. And even now, even new marketing promos have come out, and she's in the new promos. So if she don't come tonight, we already know how Disney do. So, um, but today I wanted to talk about Deadpool 4. So I saw the Ryan Reynolds interview. I can't see no cars coming. That's for sure. I saw the Ryan Reynolds interview of him talking about writing. He's working on the script already. He's writing for Deadpool 4. There's been a couple of reports that have come out that are saying that Deadpool 4 is going to be the May 2028 release. So Marvel has three releases in 2028 after Secret Wars. They have May, they have July, and then they have December. So I want to go over that part of it first. Actually, no. First, let's identify what exactly um, is going on here. So Ryan Reynolds said that he was working on Deadpool 4, but he also said that Deadpool works better as a team or a team up. He thinks he's more of a secondary character in the long scheme of things. So I don't think there's going to be another solo Deadpool movie. I think what we are embarking on, and I know I've heard some people say that, he's doing Deadpool 4. Based on his comments, I think what we're getting is X Force. Okay? I think he's going to put together an X Force team and do a movie about the X Force team. Now, the question is this X Force team going to be a multiversal team? Which I would think after Secret Wars, the whole multiverse thing is over. So whatever team he chooses, they have to be X-Men adjacent, meaning a lot of those characters he's got to be in step and in line with who the X-Men are and which X-Men are going to be joining his X-Force team. Now, I've heard some people say that they think that this would be the May release because it's a sure bet thousand or $1 billion film. It's a $1,000 film. Sure bet $1 billion film. I don't think so. And I have two reasons as to why. Number one, the X-Men are already in pre-production. The rebooted X-Men are already in pre-production. Their scripts are done. They're being finalized. Their sets are being built. Their cast is being casted right now. X-Men is coming first. I think X-Men will be the May 2028 picture. But I do think that if Ryan Reynolds is really on it and he can get in lockstep with what Feige wants to do, because it's a process with them guys. Like, if you know anything about Deadpool Wolverine and how long that took for them to get right, it's a process. So he I think that there'll be an X-Force movie. It'll probably be the July movie or even potentially the December movie, because I think Black Panther 3 is the other movie coming in 2028. And that's probably about in the same position, and where I believe Ryan Coogler already has the script probably pretty locked down. And the reason why I think those three movies are the first three movies we're getting out of the gate is because I believe Ryan Coogler is going to introduce Storm. I don't think Storm's going to be in the original X-Men movie. I don't think that she's not an original member of the team. The question, we're going to get the original five, and then Angel and Iceman are going to leave the team. So now the question is, are we going to get a whole movie with the original five, or are we going to get a montage sequence like we did in Fantastic Four, and then the original five are done? So I think that, and this is what makes it interesting. They were talking about they were casting Rogue. Rogue does start off as a villain of some sorts, so she may not be on in the X-Men at the beginning of this, anyways. Do they recruit Storm in that movie at some point? Does she pop up in the movie and then appear in Black Panther 3 to where she's established and then she runs into T'Challa in Black Panther 3? That's what we want. So that gives her a chance to be established. Now, the other question in regards to Ryan Reynolds is, what is he going to do with Gambit? Because Gambit, Channing Tatum Gambit is probably unquestionably, it is the best Gambit we've had, most comic accurate. I knew he would kill it when they first announced him to be Gambit. I think the question is the young lady that they have playing Rogue, or reportedly, or rumored, is she too young to be with a like Gambit? Channing Tatum's in his 30s or 40s, maybe. So like, I'm kind of wondering how they're gonna do that. I assume that Ryan Reynolds' X Force team is gonna consist of Gambit because all those guys love working together before. You have to suspect Hugh Jackman's Wolverine's gonna be back, which I did hear about the Alpha Flight, potential Alpha Flight. I think it was a show. I think they're talking about doing on Disney Plus, which would include the Wolverine. I think the question is would that be the new Wolverine or would that be Hugh Jackman? So then you got that aspect of it going. So if we're gonna have multiple Wolverines, are we gonna have multiple Gambits? I think this might be the most interesting thing about the next phase, is just seeing what Kevin Feige allows Ryan Reynolds to get away with, or what he allows him to do. I have no doubt, though. I think that the X Force team, what it probably should be, is Colossus, because the Colossus that Ryan Reynolds does in the Deadpool movies is the most accurate. Like that's Colossus. Like that's the Colossus we want. So if he's trying to put together the team again, I'd like to see him be able to get the real team. We'll do Colossus, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. If they set up Angel in the X-Men movie, then maybe we can get, I don't know if he can be Archangel yet. So you might have to hold off on Angel, but we might have to hold off on Angel, but I would like to see Psylocke on that team. Domino. I would like to see Zazie Beetz come back as Domino. You could potentially get Cable. And see, here's the thing: like, if you're gonna you could start off with an original X Force team. If you're gonna do a trilogy of X Force movies, because Ryan Reynolds is gonna be in these, this is gonna be his new Deadpool's. You could just start off with Hugh Jackman Wolverine and Colossus, and as Zazie Beetz Domino, like I said, and then the team can change throughout the story. So then you can, because that'll give the X-Men movies time to kind of build and introduce, your Cables and the story and how they want that to go. Your Psylocke, your Archangels, you can kind of have them do the mainline story of how they want to do it in the X-Men, and then have them be available for X-Force after. I have no doubt that X-Force should be films and not like Disney Plus, like they want to do a Mutant Academy show or something. I would even just tell them just do an X Factor or Excalibur show. If they're gonna have Nightcrawler be introduced in the first X-Men, and then that way you could get Psylocke in there. They gotta have a blueprint. I say that they gotta have a blueprint, and then they just tell Ryan Reynolds, what he can do starting off, and then his trilogy will run concurrently with the X Men trilogies, and then you just do your spin-offs or break-offs from there. So that's that's my thoughts on what Ryan Reynolds said. I do believe it's X Force. I do believe it's 2028, but I don't think it's before X Men. I think X Men is still coming first because if he's doing X Force, you got to set up X Men before you can really set up X Force. So, so, yeah, yeah. That's my thoughts on that, guys.